Let's talk about LifeLabs. So a lot of people in BC and Ontario use these labs to get their blood work done, among many, many other things. Well, now the internet knows all about you.
Yes, which is horrifying that this particular cyber attack affected 15 million customers.
So what kind of information did they get? Names, addresses, emails, health card numbers, and lab test results. And didn't they ransom them as well?
Yeah, LifeLabs consulted with a number of cybersecurity experts who thought it was a good idea to pay them ransom to get that data back.
So it was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think they have a copy of it.
Yes.
And they paid to get that copy back. But the nice thing about data is you can copy it again. So you can only assume that all of this data is still out in the wild.
Why the hell would they pay to have it come back?
I don't know.
When they already have a copy.
Right.
Isn't that kind of crazy? Because if I was the bad guy, yeah, sure, here's the one copy that I have.
Right.
Said no bad guy ever.
It's like the premise of every bad Hollywood movie.
I don't know what to do about this, John. Every week we've got some new hack where some idiot corporation or government organization has lost our personal information, our private information.
That we just give them because we trust that they're actually going to do something secure with it.
I think there has to be some type of stronger regulation in place for security on people's information, with high fines for people that lose it.
Well, I actually thought that was already in place with your medical health records. And
John, you were dead wrong.
No, well, there's this expectation of security and privacy, especially when it comes to stuff like that, because of the government connections with all that stuff. Nothing is 100% secure, which is probably the big lesson here, but it's quite horrifying to find out that such a huge hack could happen in this day and age. And there's really not a lot of recourse that the average person has.
How am I going to protect myself against that? I got to get my blood done?
Yeah.
What? I'm going to go in with a false name? Mike Smith?
Well, maybe that's one trick that they can use to anonymize your data.
Or do they have to, for this type of information, do we have to going to the big guys that have much more money to spend on protecting data, like an Apple or a Google? And I know those guys are getting into health record information. Yeah. Would it be safer then, do you think? I think I trust Apple now more than some of these places.
True, but there's always going to be that the corner shop lab that you're going to have to go to, right? Is Apple going to own all those as well?
Yeah, they can make money. I'm sure they will. Quick one here, John. Nikon is shuttering its authorized repair program. What does this mean for Nikon camera owners?
What this means is you can't go to a third party to repair your camera gear.
Okay, so like one of these camera stores or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
You actually have to send it back to Nikon. And from what I understand, that's only 2 places in the US, one in New York and one in LA.
Sorry, none in Canada.
Right.
So if my Nikon camera is busted, I can't go locally. I can't even go into my own country.
I don't think so.
We'll have to check in on that more.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that kind of makes sense because the technology is what it is. And for Nikon to provide this stuff to third parties, but also, is this a bigger issue with the fact that maybe Nikon's business is contracting as well?